So, since my last video on SCUBE 3 in May 2024, a lot has been happening. And that question of when are we going to have this product on the shelves is creeping ever closer. Let's have a look. Imagine if your hair follicles just needed a little nudge, one perfectly timed signal to wake back up. Since mid-2024, some genuinely exciting progress has been made in that direction, and it's starting to make the SCUBE 3 story look even more real. Let's start with the big news. A company called Amplifica ran a first-in-human trial of a compound called AMP303. It's not SCUBE 3 itself, but it works through a similar principle, using the follicle's own niche signals to trigger growth. In late 2024, the company released data from a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled trial, the gold standard for early testing. After just a single round of treatment, participants showed an increase in thicker, non-vellus hairs compared to placebo. Even better, those results lasted for around 5 months, and there were no major safety issues. That's a big deal. It's the first time a therapy built around this regenerative signal concept has shown measurable results in humans, and it gives us a reason to be optimistic that the same underlying idea, the one SCUBE 3 is based on, can actually work outside of a laboratory mouse. Now, where does SCUBE 3 fit in all this? In Amplifica's pipeline, it's called AMP601, and it's still officially in preclinical development. That means scientists are doing behind-the-scenes work, optimizing the formula, testing delivery methods, and making sure the protein stays stable and safe before it ever reaches a human scalp. As of right now, there's no public human trial for SCUBE 3, and no indication that injections are happening anywhere legitimate. When that first trial goes ahead, you'll definitely hear about it. In early 2025, another name popped up, PP405, a molecule developed through UCLA that aims to wake up dormant follicles through a different pathway. It's not related to SCUBE 3, but it shows how fast the field is moving. Multiple labs are now chasing the same goal: reactivate the follicle without relying on hormones or harsh drugs. So, May 2024, we've seen our first human success story using niche signal therapy. That's AMP303. While SCUBE 3 itself continues to move through preclinical prep towards its own first trial. And we've got other new contenders like PP405 joining the race. The momentum is real. So if you've been following my SCUBE 3 videos in earlier years, this is the turning point. The concept has jumped from, hey, this is a cool mouse study, to this is real human data. It's not a cure yet, but it's validation that this approach works in people and that we are a step closer to real, clinically tested hair regeneration. So here is why I'm getting very excited about where SCUBE 3 is heading. Firstly, we have a human trial. Admittedly, it's not on the original SCUBE 3 molecule of AMP601, it's on AMP303, but it's by the same company and it's looking very promising. And the second reason, and this is an even bigger reason to get excited, we have other companies launching molecules based on a similar mechanism of action. For example, PP405. So we are kind of moving away from one company just running with this to more than one company joining the race, and now we have a race, a competition, and that can only be good for development. And the third reason I'm also really excited is because we're moving away from managing hair loss by preventing hair loss. Rather, we are moving to reactivating growth, which is a big leap. Because if you look at all the drugs we've had so far, things like finasteride, dutasteride, all the hormone stuff, they all kind of geared towards preserving the hair we have, preventing further loss. Now we're moving to regrowth, reactivation, more hair, and that can only be good.